Commentary on Revelation 22, 1 to 5. Revelation 22, verse 1 to 5, presents the consummation of the vision that began earlier in the book, a fully realized state of divine life, light, and fellowship. The imagery is drawn heavily from prophetic and Edenic themes, now brought into fulfillment and clarity. Verse 1. The river of life, the river of the water of life, clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb, signifies the uninterrupted and inexhaustible flow of divine life. This is not a future provision awaiting arrival, but the unveiled reality of life proceeding directly from God's presence. The throne is singular in authority, yet shared in identity. God and the Lamb are not in tension, but in perfect unity. The river echoes Eden, Genesis 2, and prophetic expectation, Ezekiel 47. But here it is no longer symbolic anticipation. It is realized. Life is no longer mediated through shadow or distance. It flows openly and freely. Verse 2. The tree of life. Positioned in the midst of the street and on either side of the river, the tree of life is no longer guarded. Its accessibility indicates that what was once restricted has now been fully restored. The 12 fruits, yielding monthly, communicate completeness and continual provision, not cyclical lack, but perpetual abundance. The leaves for the healing of the nations does not imply ongoing sickness, but rather the completed restoration of the nations into wholeness and unity. The divisions, hostilities, and estrangements that once defined humanity have been resolved. Verse 3, no more curse. There shall be no more curse marks the decisive end of the Adamic condition. The curse introduced in Genesis has been entirely removed. This is not partial relief, but total eradication. The throne of God and of the Lamb being in it signifies that divine rule is no longer external or imposed, but fully present and embraced. His servants shall serve him speaks not of obligation, but of participation. Service as a natural expression of union and identity. Verse 4, seeing his face. They shall see his face represents the complete removal of separation. In earlier times, divine presence was veiled, mediated, or restricted. Here there is direct, unveiled fellowship. His name shall be in their foreheads signifies identity and belonging. This is not merely symbolic marking, but the full internalization of divine nature and character. The people reflect the one they behold. Verse 5, eternal light and reign. There shall be no night there indicates the absence of darkness, not just physically, but spiritually and existentially. There is no ignorance, no fear, no hidden. They need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord God gives them light. Emphasizes that God himself is the source of illumination. All lesser lights are rendered unnecessary. They shall reign forever and ever points to shared authority and participation in divine rule. This is not a distant kingship, but a present reality of co-reigning, flowing out of union with God. Summary. Revelation 22, verse 1-5, portrays the fulfillment of redemptive purpose. Life flowing freely from God, unrestricted access to the tree of life, the complete removal of the curse, direct communion with God, and participation in his reign. What was once promised, typified, and anticipated is here revealed as fully realized.